Well, I'm back from vacation, back in my own adobe, my own home, and it's like I have a nice little breeze here right now. I don't know how much whooshing that's going to be sounding. Hopefully not a lot, but I just thought I'd give a recap of my vacation on whether I was successful or if I was a failure. I told you on yesterday's vlog that I had gained 4 pounds. I was wrong. And you know, I don't like saying those words. I didn't gain 4 pounds. I truly only gained 2 pounds, and I don't even and I say only because I would have been thinking the 4 pounds was right. But as you remember, I went to my Weight Watchers meeting on Wednesday, the day after my anniversary, and on the scale it said I stayed the same. Well, that's just a proven fact that sometimes that just doesn't show true because I did weigh myself on Friday morning before I started packing because I wanted to get a true outlook of how I was going to do on my vacation. And since Wednesday I had gained 2 pounds, so I was 2 pounds heavier when I left. So the 4 pounds is not indicative of the whole week. I gained 2 pounds during the week, but I still consider the vacation was a success. I did pack. If you saw my video on how to pack for a vacation, I did pack, and it did help me out a lot. Even though I did stray along the way, because I did eat a healthy breakfast every morning. I didn't indulge in what everybody else did. Other than the one morning, I think I did have, now that I think about it, I did have pancakes and sausage the one morning. But other than that, I stuck true to my plan. I ate what I brought. And then during the day, when everybody else was eating Doritos and Cheetos and chips and dip and cheese and crackers and all the stuff you eat when you the candy, because we have a general store and you go in there and you buy penny candy, which is really a nickel now, but it used to be a penny. And then you come in these little tiny little bags, and so everybody was sitting around with their little bags of candy, eating their candy. I would go in and get one of my healthy snacks, my crackers, my pita chips, some pretzels, my nuts. I don't measure my nuts out because in the cup itself I have a 1/4 cup measuring cup that fits in the can, and so I just measure out the 1/4 cup and then I eat from the 1/4 cup. So I don't measure those. That was the only thing I didn't pre-measure beforehand. And I knew I was going to go out for ice cream, and I did. And I knew I was going to have a banana split, and I did. And I did show it to you because it was gorgeous, and it was so good. And I think the fact that I don't eat it that much, I appreciated it that much more because it just hit the spot. And even when we were ordering, my son, who was trying to keep me in check, he said, you know, you should just get the 2-scoop. And I went, it's a banana split. You get 3 scoops. And I did, and I was not feeling any guilt about it. And Mary and I had gone back later in the week, and I had another banana split. So I had 2 in 1 week. Okay, now that was a failure. The success was just having the one, because I had planned for it. I had planned my day accordingly, and I knew that I was going to have it. And I just didn't know what day I was going to have it, but I knew I was going to have it. And so I consider that a success. The failure was the second one. I didn't really need it, but I wanted it. The vacation also taught me that maintenance is going to be very hard for me because I so easily slip back into my old way of eating. And even though I had a pretty good weekend this week, this Saturday and Sunday, since I've been home, I wasn't 100%. I really tried and I struggled, but I still have that sluggish feeling that from not eating properly and not eating healthy, more or less, because when I eat very healthy, I feel really good and I sleep really well, and I did not sleep well last night at all. And I think it's just all of the stuff is just coming back to haunt me, and I know I have to do better, and I will do better, because I have a plan for today. I have a plan for the rest of the week. I didn't go for a walk this morning because when I did get up it was very hot and sticky and muggy, although now there's a nice little breeze. I'm reconsidering my thoughts on that, going for a walk, because I think I might be going for a walk. Sophia's over at Denise's house with Kylie. Denise didn't want to walk today because she hurt her back doing gardening yesterday. So I kind of used that as a somewhat of an excuse too of not walking. But speaking of walking, on my vacation, I did walk 2 miles every single day. I got up in the morning, I watched the sunrise. I said some morning prayers, just thinking of this gorgeous picture that God painted for me in the sky. And then when I was done with my prayers, went back to bed. But when I got up, I went for a walk. It was a little scary because the highway, they have a dedicated bike path, but you read so much on the news that people still kind of sway off and hit the poor people in the bike path. So it was a scary walking to my 1 mile point, but then walking back I was facing the traffic, so it made it a little bit less scary for me. But I walked every day. I ate a healthy breakfast every day except for the one day, and even then it wasn't really that unhealthy. It was pancakes and sausage. I still had a cup of tea with it. I didn't go crazy. I used my sugar-free syrup. So it was, in that regard, it was a success. The most successful thing, in my opinion, was the time I had with my family, the memories I made. Those just you can't put a price on those. You just really can't. And I love the fact that my family is so supportive of me. They really are. They, like, even though they still ate all of their food, they never offered it to me, like, oh, would you like some chips, or would you like some chips and dip? They never did. But they didn't make a point of grabbing it and eating it right in front of me. I mean, if I was sitting outside, they'd go off to the side and eat it. They didn't sit right next to me so that I could smell them. That I guess was what I'm trying to say. But on a whole, I would say I was 95% successful. I really was, because I had a good time. I enjoyed my family. I made memories. I stayed somewhat on track. I learned that maintenance is going to be hard for me, that it's a struggle for me for the rest of my life, that it's not going to be easy breezy once I hit my goal. And it just made me all the more determined to really stick with it. Part of me knew that I wasn't going to Minnesota because I was informed on the way up that Michael was in serious condition and that it would probably be better if I didn't go. What I love about my family is we can be direct and be honest and not worry about hurting someone's feelings, because it's just, I just knew that wasn't the time and place for me. When he gets a little bit stronger, Jim and I, if Lynn and Dale don't go again, Dale's retiring in the into August, so they might go again in the fall. But if they don't, Jim and I can always drive there for the couple days just to visit. But I want Michael to get stronger. But anyway, that has nothing to do with my vacation. It was a success. I would consider it a success. And it was 1 week out of the year. There's 52 weeks in the year. I only go 1 week a year to the cottage, and I enjoyed it. Had a good time. So that's my thoughts on my vacation. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do a daily vlog, and I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm so determined to at least get to Wonderland by December 31st. So I got to get a crack-a-lackin' if that's going to happen. So, and I'm hoping by next summer, my birthday next year when I'm 70, that I'm going to hit my goal. My goal is 175. This morning I weighed 239. So I got a ways to go. But I'll get there. Another part of my success from being on vacation is this shirt I bought 2 years ago in the summer, and I couldn't even get it over my head. But it was only $1.98. So I couldn't pass up a bargain. But it just says, I'm surrounded by asses, and see all the asses. I just feel happy because I think this shirt looks a little too big even. So the fact that took me 2 years to get into it, but I fit in it now, makes me feel so much better.